What's up, people? How's everybody doing? In this video, I'm going to talk about why we need to stop the woke shit in its tracks here in Germany before it gets to the point that it's at in the United States. Now, I know that a lot of my German people here are not watching American alternative media on YouTube and other streaming platforms. And so it's going to sound, what I'm about to tell you, some of the things I'm about to tell you is going to sound completely insane. But again, I'm not here to do your research for you. You go look for it. If you don't believe me, you go find it. It's there. But in America, the woke shit has gone completely off the rails. You know, the woke shit is basically communism, Marxism, socialism, totalitarianism, and tyranny, all wrapped in this blanket of moral virtue. So they get people involved, they get people on their side, first by emotionally manipulating them. So it starts off with, well, if you don't have a black square on your Twitter bio after George Floyd got killed, then you must not be for black people. You must be a racist if you don't support Black Lives Matter. Now, they don't know whether you support Black Lives Matter or not, but the Twitter bio black square or the Facebook black square is the signal that these morally virtuous people, it's the same people that's putting the Ukraine flag in their bio. Same shit. They're woke. They're signaling to the other woke zombies that they are on their side. And because if they don't signal that, they're going to get attacked. Their stores may get attacked. Their houses may get attacked. They may get fired from their jobs. They may get sanctioned. And in some cases, like in Canada, they might be put in jail if they misgender somebody. I mean, in Canada, there's a law right now that allows children to basically have their parents criminally sanctioned if the parents refuse to go along with the kid's pronoun use. So if the kid comes home and says, I want to be called Zer today, if the parents say, look, kid, fuck off with that bullshit, that's not reality, well, then the parents are going to get in trouble. And that's where wokeism leads. Wokeism leads to totalitarianism. You can see it kind of here in Germany with the Green Party. You see it here in Germany at the universities that people are getting points taken off their work because they're not gendering, which for the American people and the English people, gendering is the equivalent of the pronoun use. So it's the politically correct way to speak. It's new speech like George Orwell shit. New speech that's being crammed down on the students in colleges here in Germany. And if they don't go along with it, or they don't express, or they express their unwillingness to go along with insanity, then they get points taken off their work. They get demerit points, basically. So it is starting to happen here in Germany on that scale, but that's where it started in America. In America, it started on college campuses. Same way. You're not part of if you don't go along with the ideology in any way, you cannot deviate in any way. And it started off with it's fairness. You know what I'm saying? The woke's big deal was fairness. That's why socialism appeals to young people, because young people think it's got to be fair. If it's unfair, that's not right. And socialism sounds like making everything fair. Socialism is just another form of communism. It's just another form of totalitarianism and tyranny. Basically, there is no way to make this world, this reality, absolutely fair. You can try to make everybody's opportunities the same, but you cannot make those people's outcomes the same because different people perform differently. It's just that simple. I can't be an NBA basketball player because I'm not that good at basketball. It would be great, but you can't just put me in the NBA and pay me billions and millions of dollars if I can't fucking make a basket. But that's what the woke shit is all about. It's all about equity. Not equality, but equity. So they want a certain number of black lesbians in every position in every business. They want a certain number of fucking gay people and trans people. A certain number of every Mexican people, everything. They want a certain number of everything forced. It's this quota shit. Also already happening here in Germany. You know what I mean? You have the woke Green Party running around, instead of solving problems, they're talking about a feminist geopolitics. What the fuck is feminist geopolitics? You know what I mean? Never mind. I'll let that one go. Never mind. But that's what they actually officially stated, that they are now going to be performing feminist geopolitics. Wow, that must have been the most fucking important thing that they could have done. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, the whole country is falling apart. And that's what wokeism always does. Wokeism is the same thing as communism, socialism, totalitarianism. It's just a big ideological cult that does not mesh with reality. It doesn't mesh with reality. It's all wishing shit. They want to force the world to bend to what they think is the right way to do things, what they think is the right world. They want to bend reality, so to speak. They want to change the way reality works to suit their agenda. And unfortunately, we would all like that. You know what I'm saying? I would love to be able to change reality to suit me every time. But it's just not going to work. I know it already. And these people don't care. They're trying to push an elephant through a keyhole, and they don't give a fuck. If it doesn't work, they're going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. That's what they do. You see with the Green Party, with their policies. They don't give a fuck. And that's why wokeism is dangerous. You give these people too much power, and it's going to go from just on college campuses and, you know, it's the right thing to do. It's politically correct. You're on the right side. You're on the right side of history. You're morally virtuous. You know, if you support all these things and you openly, you know, go against people that don't support it and you cancel them and you make sure they get fired. And that's what they're doing in America. And now it's gone from let's get everybody equity, so let's make everybody the same. Now it's gone to 9-month abortions and child sex change surgery in America, and everybody better be on board with the trans insanity, otherwise you are a transphobe, you're gonna get fired, you better put a rainbow flag in your fucking bio right now. That's how they run shit. That's how they do it. So they start by trying to emotionally manipulate you, and if that doesn't work, well, then they're going to make sure you are punished every chance they get. If they can get you, they're gonna get you. And in America, everybody has to deal with woke shit. In Germany right now, we don't all have to deal with it yet, but it's coming. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. I mean, the Green Party is basically running the show in this country, and they're doing it by wokeness. You know what I'm saying? They're doing it by wokeness. The reason people vote for them is they feel like, because they sound good. They want climate change help. They want to change. They think they want social justice causes to be done. They think it should be fair for everybody. They should. I mean, we can't let people drown in the water trying to get over to us and live here illegally. I mean, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You can't just let them drown. You know what I'm saying? So they make everything of this emotionally manipulative shit, and it's working. It's getting them votes, and it's working. But that's because people are too stupid to see through the shit. Like I said, on the outside, it all looks wow. It all like who wouldn't support Black Lives Matter? Who doesn't support trans rights? I mean, Jesus, they should have rights. You know, well, they do have rights. You know what I'm saying? Black people also have the same rights as everybody else in America. That's not the problem. The problem is they don't want rights for them. They want to take your fucking rights. They want to take your rights. You see, in the States with the trans movement, and it's also starting here, in the trans movement, they don't want just rights for trans people. They've already got that. They don't need to fight for that. They want to be able to have the right to go in women's bathrooms, to take away women's trophies in sports. They want to have the right to twerk in front of little children. They want to have the right to demand that you call a bearded guy in a dress a woman. They want to have the right to demand that you say men can get pregnant. Yes, they can. They want to demoralize you, to make you say things that aren't real, to make you come out and stand for things that aren't real, that aren't true. And that's how they want to do it. And if you don't go along with it, then they're going to fight. They're going to make sure you get punished somehow, whether it's losing friends, your job, etc. I already talked about that. And look, the problem really happens when these people get power. It's a drama. And they have power right now because the governments are backing them up. It's happening in the States full force. The Democratic Party of Joe Biden is full on board with trans shit, child sex change surgeries. They're all on board with it. You know what I'm saying? They're all on board with it. They're on board with that shit. It's craziness. It's craziness. And I know that some people here are going to think I'm nuts and that I'm overdoing it. I'm overstating it. I'm not. Like I said, I'm not going to do your research for you. So if you don't believe me, then before you try to attack me or rebut me on anything, why don't you do some research? That's it. I'm not doing it for you. I'm telling you I know it. I'm telling you I hear about it. And if you don't think I'm telling the truth, then prove me wrong. I tell it to everybody. I tell you all the time. Prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, the woke shit's got to be stopped, and we still have a chance to do it. And again, it comes down to one thing, people. It comes down to not caving into this bullshit. Don't allow yourself to get emotionally manipulated. You know what's true. You know what's real. And don't let other people gaslight you into thinking that you're crazy because you are on one side and they're on the other. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Don't let these people take over. It's craziness. If they had their way, if the Green Party had their way, nobody'd be driving a car, nobody'd be eating any fucking meat, and we all know it. It's just that they can't push it through all by themselves. And we can't let the woke people get too much power here, people. Don't let it happen what's happening in America.